huge credit. What a rescue act he's performed. Sheer delight for him. But deep disappointment for Luke Garrard. His final game in charge of Boreham Wood ends with the pain of relegation. It will hurt badly. What a contrast in emotions on this final day. It will hurt so much, but he will leave Meadow Park still undoubtedly a club legend, somebody who's made so many memories here, but it just wasn't meant to be for them today. Danny Searle has pulled off the great escape for Ebbsfleet, Adam.
Magnificent and thoroughly deserved, Adam. When you're talking about a professional performance away from home, that was it in a nutshell. So professional in every single way in those key moments when you're looking at your big players to step up. Josh Wright, Mark Cousins, Delongo in particular for me, were excellent today. It's the right result because they deserve it, but we look at one result today, you look at it over a season, but you have to look at Ebbsfleet since he's come into this football club, when they were dead and buried, they were going out of the National League after such a good National League South last season. Unfortunately, fairy tales are not written in football. You have to write fairy tales in football. And for Luke Garrard, he doesn't get that fairy tale send-off. And at the end of the day, the league table does not lie. Boreham Wood have not been good enough this season. Not good enough today. Full credit to Ebbsfleet for staying in the National League.
They did so well to give themselves a chance of staying in, having been on a terrible run. They've given themselves too much to do. You can see what it means there for the Ebbsfleet captain, Josh Wright. Massive for them. They will play National League football next season. But Boreham Wood are relegated. Good time then here at Meadow Park. Boreham Wood 0.
Thank you very much to Adams, as always. Not the happy ending that Onside wanted, but sweet relief for Ebbsfleet, who've been terrific since Danny Searle got involved. What a run they've been on. Throws scope and jumper into the ground. It's a bit fresh for that, Danny. You might regret that in 10 minutes when the adrenaline's settled, but for now, quite rightly, they take the plaudits from a huge travelling support that have come from Kent to North London. Great day for them. Mark Cousins absolutely epitomised what Ebbsfleet have been doing for weeks now. Hard to beat, and with the goal threat at the other end. They did knock on the door, Boreham Wood, but they couldn't beat Cousins. Okay, I think we can get onto the pitch and start to get some reaction.
Yep.
Josh Wright with Jeff Brazier.
Josh, how does that feel?
Listen, Jeff, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what level, where you're at, football, your job, your livelihood, it means the absolute world, not just to me, but to this club. It's been one hell of a difficult season, there's no hiding about that. And it all come down to a game, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm a strong-willed, minded person, but my missus knows, my family know. I've been worried. You've been nervous because everything's riding on one game, but to a man we stuck at it today, and we deserve it because our recent form since February has been superb. What I want to say is commiserations and fair play to Boreham Wood. Their bounce back's a fantastic football club. Luke Garrard is a top man, he's a top manager. It's not nice to see anyone go, especially in circumstances like this, but I'm proud. I'm proud for myself, I'm proud for my family, but I'm proud for the team and this set of fans because they deserve it, they really do.
Josh, let's just talk about the performance, what it required today. Obviously a point was always going to be enough, but you was never going to play for that point, was you?
No, absolutely not, Jeff. Listen, Boreham Wood have a certain style, and I think at the end they had about 8 forwards on the pitch. It was crazy, but we stuck at it. We knew first and foremost, let's come here, let's defend well. We went to Halifax on Tuesday night, we got a good point. We've come here again today and we've got another clean sheet. If you can get clean sheets, you can build on it, and then you can try and win games. And we had chances, especially first and second half, but they've had some chances as well. But we hung in there, we've done the job, and now it's time that we can enjoy it and celebrate.
What did it require when Boreham Wood started to ask questions in the second half? How did you cope with the pressure?
Do you know what, again, Jeff, listen, physical side of the game, being an athlete, you have to be physically strong, physically fit. But let me tell you, and I think you'll know this firsthand, there's so much up in the mind. You have to stay so switched on. You have to help each other. You have to dig in. Yes, you have to use your legs and your body and everything else, but so much is up in the mind to stay switched to the first ball, second ball, third balls, and putting your body on the line. You have to put your body on your line in any aspect of life, especially football. And it isn't nice. I've had a couple of these in my career when it's come down to the last day of the season. It's a horrible feeling that you have the whole time, but when you get what you've done today, there's no better feeling this in the world. I absolutely love it, and long may it continue for all these fans.
Just a word on Danny Searle. He seemed like the coolest customer in the dugout. He barely said a word all afternoon. So how much trust does that show him having in you, the players, today?
Listen, he's come in, him and Anwar and Sol Squasholi slept up with him, and he gives a calming effect, and I'm a big believer in, yes, a manager and a coach has got to be very good on the training ground, and he is very, very good, but they have to command, and they have to get that respect, and they have to speak well. When I say speak well, say the right things at the right times, and that's exactly what the gaffer does. His team talks at the ground, in the change room before a game, day to day, are fantastic, and that's exactly what he kept us calm all week. Even when we lost the 2 games before last Tuesday's game, he kept us calm, he kept us collective, as the whole club did. Even Damien, the CEO, everyone's been superb, and we stuck at the task. And as I said, I keep repeating it, we deserve it. I really do feel that everyone else would say it as well. But with it such good form since February, and we found ourselves in a bit of a sticky scenario over the last 10 days. But listen, this is football, and this is great for you guys and for the fans and everyone, isn't it?
Josh, enjoy the celebrations. Thank you very much.
Top man, Jeff. Thank you.
Well said, Josh Wright. And I suppose, Scott and Aaron, in some ways, the bittersweet irony of all this is that they've kind of done a Boreham Wood on Boreham Wood today.
Yeah, they have. They've come here and they've soaked up the pressure when they've had to. They've defended really well. I thought Mark Cousins in the Ed Fleet goal was outstanding. And that man there, Josh Wright, led by example, and he has all season. He's played all but 1 game, and he's led by example. He's really showed the heart and determination that is required in order to be able to come through these games and be victorious in the end. And I'm delighted for him. I'm delighted for the Ed Fleet fans. I'm delighted for everyone associated with them. And now they've just got to build from it.
Yeah, and as Ferg says, Joey, as much as we want it to be about today, the lines, some of the lines that have led to this point were written weeks ago, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Boreham Wood, 4 clean sheets in a row, but the run started too late.
Yeah.
The damage was done, on that bank holiday, conceding those 8 goals, those 2 losses. That was where the damage was done, and today actually did a fantastic job.
Danny Searle, who